Yeah.
Council.
Yep.
Just here to explain to you, there is an injunction in place. And the council say that what's happening here is a breach of the injunction. So
What's happening here is a breach of the injunction.
Well, by camping in tents as a protest against the council's homelessness policy, a breach of the injunction. So
it's not a protest against the council's homelessness policy.
The council say that it is a protest, and the council says that it's a breach of the injunction.
But how is it for the council to say what this is? This is just people living in tents.
What will happen is, if you don't stop, the council will apply to the court to enforce the injunction, and the judge will make a decision whether or not this is a protest or not. The council will say it is, you'll go to court and say no, it's not. The judge will make a decision.
But it's not for someone to make a decision as to what a protest is, because a protest is, by its nature, an announcement that it is a protest, and this is not an announcement that it's a protest.
So the council will argue to the court that it is, and the court then will make a decision.
But how can the council say to someone who's just living in a tent
I'm
that
not
it's a protest?
I'm just explaining to you what will happen, and the consequences potentially are that somebody, if the court finds that they are breaching the injunction, could be sent to prison. Now, we don't want that to happen. The council doesn't want to see that happen, but we just explain to you in advance so that anyone who doesn't know about the injunction at least has got the opportunity and the chance to stop breaching it, so that they don't leave themselves potentially being sent to prison by the court. We just explain that to the people that are here. There's a copy of the injunction here in the map that's attached, so I'll leave that there for you. You can look at it. But it's just so that you're aware what will happen. Are there any other?
What I mean, I just don't even understand how the council can make that decision.
Well, that's what the council says, that it is a breach of the injunction. As I say, we'll make that argument to the court. The courts will make a decision then, either way, what the court feels.
And so by serving this, okay, hang on.
Do you need accommodation? Yes.
Do I need accommodation? No, I'm just kind of like looking after this for the moment.
So you're not homeless?
No.
So what are you doing here?
I'm looking after the tents for my friends. Who are homeless.
Are there any people inside these two tents, do you know?
Not at this immediate moment, but homeless people are staying in these tents because there are a lot of homeless people on the streets, and it's atrocious what you're doing. It's you understand? It's absolutely atrocious what you're doing.
Homeless and you're here, camped up in a tent.
I've been supporting these camps for like the last 3 months because it's horrific what you guys are doing. People need help. People need help.
I appreciate it.
You know, and you're just attacking them.
No, we're not.
Yes, you're attacking.
Assistance if they need it. And that's why I asked you whether or not you're homeless. I was going to refer you to one of our team, but you don't need assistance. We've got surgeries happening in Booth Centre each morning. So if people want the assistance, they can go there. I'm choosing not to do that.
Do you know what's been happening? While I've been supporting the camp, people are being kicked out into the streets. I've had to look after like an 18-year-old and a 19-year-old that the council's policies kicked out into the streets. This isn't right. Yes, you've got surgeries in the Booth Centre or whatever, but I've personally had to look after people and make sure they get into safe, stable accommodation because the council's not doing it. They're sending people into the streets while you say that all these things are happening. You're sending more people into the streets, and what are you doing? You're attacking the camp. You know what happened? Like, at one point, we were trying to get toilet facilities for, I even spoke to the health and safety officer, and I've been supporting people as their mental health has been going down, as their physical health has been going down. This is what the council's been doing to the homeless. It shouldn't take people like me to have to support people and feed people, help them out.
I appreciate that, what you're saying.
And then don't start giving me a hard time about being here. Like I'm actually looking after people, you're not. It's not my job. I've been using my own personal savings to do this. Do you know what I mean? Like,
that's what we've got
you
here.
Can't give me a hard time about this.
Nobody's giving you a hard time. We've just come to obviously.
Well, you've come to basically take this apart.
No, we've come to advise you that there's an injunction.
There's an injunction. It's completely wrong. For example, food donations have been coming in here. What do? I personally take them out into the streets and make sure people are eating, right? Someone came, they were just made homeless. They didn't know what to do. They knew there was a camp here. Came asking for help. There's a woman who came looking for her son to see if we could help find her son. This is the kind of thing, the good kind of thing that's happening here. Why is the council trying to take that apart?
Trying to help people that
No,
genuinely
how
need
is
that assistance.
serving an injunction order on
we've
taking
got-
these tents away? How is that helping anyone?
officers here.
Who is that helping?
It's supposed to
It's
be
helping
homeless
Manchester
people
City
here.
Centre become a fucking luxury tax haven.
Listen.
Or not tax. I can't. Sorry, it's just. Oh my god, this makes me so angry. People are dying because of what you're
If they need
doing.
the assistance, I've advised you where they can get the assistance. They're choosing not to do that.
They're not. Oh.
Well, I think it's time to just, I don't know, maybe listen, or I don't know. I mean, maybe, you know, you're doing too much, or I don't know. Maybe you just need to give up or something like that.
Give up? No way.
You know?
No way. Oh, fuck.
I know what you're saying. But that's the UK for you.
No, like.
I'm just playing for looking at infection going here. I'm alright, how are you?
Alright.
Hi.
It's on that
Wow.
same chance, lad.
Yeah?
You alright?
What's going on then?
Police. The police and the council are being like.
Are they going to try and remove him?
Yeah. Trying to say just been served notice.
Serve with what? Serve with what?
Injunction.
Serve with what? An injunction?
Yeah.
It's not for the internet, it's just in
No,
case the police
no.
abuse your civil
No,
rights.
no, hey, bro, hey, he's right here. He's on your side. Why are you harassing him?
Listen, speak to him, do you know?
What is it?
Police, listen to him, speak to him.
Can't serve him with nothing as long as possible, mate. How about, yeah, you don't try to push it under the carpet, yeah, resolve the situation.
Right.
No, I won't shush.
Will, come try to speak to this
I
gentleman
won't
here.
shush.
Well, go
I
on,
don't care
go on,
whether you're trying to
speak
speak to this gentleman or not. It's the gentleman, yeah, doesn't want you here speaking to him. He seems pretty distressed.
You guys
If he's begging, then I will speak to him.
He doesn't want us here. I know he's got you alright. They're causing problem for you.
No problem. Tell him, if he doesn't want to speak soft to speak, he has to say to him, I'm requesting you lawfully not to speak to me, I don't want you to speak
Right?
to me.
Do you want this officer to speak to you?
about?
No. Right.
I'm asking
I
him if
tell
he
this
wants to speak
officer,
to you, if he doesn't want
I
to,
do not want to speak to you lawfully. Say that. Say, I know speak lawfully. No, you tell him now, you have to tell him.
I don't think he wants to listen to you, Ryan. I've
not
asked him
me.
if he's begging on that bowl store. That's a
I'm not
legitimate
begging that.
question. Is it not?
Ah,
Did I say it was?
where's the woman?
Is
got?
there
She's
some
got a
camp
dog,
set
right?
along
That's what a
Kingston?
dog,
Did I
that.
say it was? I asked him if he
Yeah.
was begging.
No, he's not begging. I know.
Although it's probably worth going down now just to see that it still is.
I mean, I help him with things. I mean,
Begging
I
on bowl
mean,
You're not going to
he's
him, you're
harassed
not
him,
one
yeah.
of the
You
ladies
don't
said
try and help
outside.
him.
I said, can I have one of these samples? I'm going to give out 10 types of ones. You know what she said? She won't like it. It's made with a fresh, sweet blood and the dead Palestinian children. I bet.
No, rather than sorting the problem out, you're harassing him, yeah? Go and sort the problem out.
Calm
Try
down,
and
Ryan.
push it under the carpet. Yeah, you have your. This kid's got moved from Castlefield, yeah, 2 days before the court injunction. Use number city centre border, yeah, is this ring room. Funny enough, when you don't bring that this kid for the injunction map. This injunction map from led to that bridge there, didn't it?
Don't listen to the notice.
I don't know, I don't guy either, though.
Don't listen to the notice.